Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Friday version of Rasaji Speaks. I want to thank everybody for showing up and all the nice feedback that we've been getting from our Rasaji Speaks episodes. Today, I want to change a little bit. I want to talk about the Feng Shui of Tai Chi Gung. Talk about the Feng Shui of Tai Chi Gung. You know, just like Om Shanti, the mantra means give power to peace. We know the practicing of Tai Chi Gung means and brings the same thing, power to peace. But Feng Shui and Tai Chi Gung are interchanged when you really understand the science and the metaphysics, which means more than physical, about the practice of Tai Chi Gung and the alignment of Feng Shui. A lot of times people ask about the law of attraction. They read a book like The Secret or, Wallace Whittle or some of these other people that mention the mental side. Maybe they even allude to the spiritual side, but do they talk to you about the alignment? When you embrace the teachings of Feng Shui or the practice of Tai Chi Gung, you will be amazed at the similarities of the mindset and of the action itself. The basic reason that we do a column exercise in our organization when we're doing our 45-day renewal is because to get mentally and spiritually connected about what do you really want to manifest in your life. If thought's creative, putting it down on a piece of paper means we're going to be able to measure how that appears and how it comes into our life. But at the root of it, it says that we're a co-creator with the divine. In other words, you're not God number one, but you could make a serious case to be God number two, or at least God in action. The key is, are you acting number one? That's referred to as karma yoga. And are you acting with specific intention in alignment with your column exercise physically and emotionally, right? That would be called Kriya Yoga. And Tai Chi Gung, without a fact, is the Kriya Yoga of this age, of this Yuga, of the dark power Yuga. The Yuga, the age of energy, movement, and communication. When you're communicating, your body speaks. Do you know even postures and positions, whether we call them asanas in yoga, or we call them posture or positions of the body in English, basically it means the same thing. What you might not know is every time you do a gesture with your hand, do you know you're telegraphing the divine in the universe to project the intrinsic energy of chi in a certain way, in you, through you, into the rest of the world? A lot of people don't know that. If you understand the metaphysics of that, or the more than physical aspect of that, maybe you might want to start being a little bit more conscious with your hand gestures, with your body positions. Whether you're doing Tai Chi Gung or yoga, it's always important to do these more correctly for the reasons I just mentioned. But when I'm lining up concerted action to do with my column exercise, I want to bring them together. When I bring them together, the law of attraction now is showing up in my life, showing up in my body, showing up in my bank account, showing up in the mailbox with a check in the mail, or in your bank account from electronic transfer, or you're making residual income on an investment, right? And we teach people a lot about investing with energy. We actually refer to it as an energy portfolio. You can find out about that with our sister site called Prosperity for Life, but you have to be a member in order to do that. A paid member. We're talking less than 50 cents a day to learn the 9 pillars of the science of abundance that Uncle Enoch presented. When I read the 36 books of Enoch in the Lamasery, and that last book, number 36, 3 and 6 is 9, which means return to abundance, return to prosperity. Jesus said it so eloquently, right? I come to bring you life and life more abundantly. What does that mean to you? It means a wellspring of going over. When the physician was coming to Jesus and wanting to heal everything, Jesus turned to that physician. What did Jesus say? Physician, heal thyself. See, his Lord Prayer kind of says it all. And the Lamasery has added a little capture. Just like Jesus said, know ye by your work. And the Lamasery says the quality of your work. It's important. Again, it has to do with vibration and Feng Shui. But here's a catcher. On earth, through you as it is in heaven. This is what I want you to start to think about, brothers and sisters of Tai Chi Gung and the circleofchi.com. On earth, through us as it is in heaven. See, that's alignment, right? God's will, God's way. God's will, God's way. It's been around. The cross, the equal arms cross, you see it as a Celtic charm. Where do you think the concept of that came from? It's ancient. It's way beyond before the Catholic Church was ever using that symbol, and they altered the explanation of that symbol. It's actually a gesture that has life on the planet for over 50,000 years that are actually rooted in the city yoga teachings. You think Jesus probably knew that since he was a city yoga master from that lineage? He was a Taoist master whose job was to bring the unification or the teachings of yoga back to the Hebrew people. Well, most of them were just not ready for it yet. And it's hard to do that in 3 years. That's why a Lama will take an individual and usually in about 20 to 30 years, make them a master, like Master David Paul. He's a real master. As a matter of fact, he's several generations and several incarnations as a master. That's profound. He's a music master. He's a Tai Chi Gung master in this life alone. But he is an amazing soul, and he is committed to the teaching and the training of our instructors on the North American continent, and now through the Circle of Chi, with the blessings of the Lamasery, it's spreading all over the world. Why don't you come and join us and really learn the law of attraction fully on earth through us as it is in heaven. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and your glorious family. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on our spiritual message of the week, Saturday edition of Rasaji Speaks. God bless to you and your wonderful family. And I'll see you back bright and early on Monday. God bless.